Hey YouTubers, Mountain Bike Man Dave here. We are riding again today in Ogden, Utah out of the 22nd Street Trailhead, heading southbound on the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. Riding 2006 Specialized Stumpjumper like usual. And let's go ride. Let's see what we got here. Bonneville Shoreline Trail, Indian Trail, Rainbow Trail. Burp, burp. It's like a given rule in mountain biking that if you're gonna do wheelies or cool stuff, you've got to make like dirt bike noises. I think. Pretty sure that's like the law. All right, what do we got here? We got Lake Street Trail, Bonneville Shoreline. I'm tired already. I'm already exhausted. Howdy. You're alright, puppy. Have a good night. Oh, man, this starts up, going up right away. So, whew. Get my lungs burning. Alright. Now let's see where we're at once we get up here. So, pretty sure that is down that little trail right there is the fateful Lower Boulder Field Indian Trail, Bonneville. So what I was gonna say is I 10-12 years ago, something like that, was up here riding clear from the other end of the mountains. I'd rode to here, had already been riding for hours, or for, let's say, over an hour. I was fatigued and dehydrated, and I thought it'd be a good idea to dive down on that little trail that we passed back there and send it on this big old giant step up. And unfortunately I was a little too tired to be making judgment calls like that, and I crashed hard. I mean, I would say probably not the, I don't know if worst crash I've had on a bike is the right way to describe it, because I've definitely gone down going faster and tumbled through some pretty nasty stuff, but that was definitely the most destructive crash I've ever had on my bicycle to my body. I smashed my face into the ground, had to have a massive scar above between my upper lip and nose from it to this day. It was gnarly. Man, that stupid rock. Or faster, just go over it. We'll try it on the way back, see what happens. Probably just end up in a hospital, but oh. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Have a good night. Everybody rocks. Oh, go ahead. I think I saw you yesterday. Have a good ride, man. Woo. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. Oh, how you doing? All right. How you doing?
Excuse me.
No problem. I think we've done all. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm trying to remember if I've done any downhill yet. I feel like it's been all up at this point. How you doing?
Good,
Thank you. Have a good night. Howdy. Thank you. You guys have a good night. All right. So I have a how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Have a good night. Okay, so now we start the climb up to, I guess, what they call the point. Which is a point up here with like a little bench that you can enjoy the view and stuff. Oh, howdy. All right, thank you. I'm gonna not talk about that, but that was a fit young lady. So anyway, out of respect for my wife, I'm just gonna ignore that encounter. Just kidding. But anyway, we're climbing our way up to the point. How you doing? No, you're good. You have a good night. How you doing?
Good.
Thank you. You guys have a good night. Don't hurt each other. TR Guest Ranch. So if you watched my ride yesterday, then the point I'm referring to was my turnaround point last night. So hopefully today we should get past that quite a ways, because we started a lot further south on the trail. How you doing, man? Thank you. Alright, so we're pretty much to the point right now, I think. The view is awesome. Oh no, we still got a little ways to go. You can see it up there in the distance. There's people sitting there. Oh, still a whole nother little canyon, actually. That's a cool little rock obstacle. All right, so from here on, it's all new to me. I haven't been this far before. I was a little nervous that once we got past that point, it would be downhill, which is just rough because I usually misjudge my time when that happens. And what I mean by that, in case you haven't heard my spiel before on a previous ride, is that my target every evening is for about an hour's worth of riding. And so I try and go out a predetermined amount of time based on whether I'm climbing or descending, with the goal of turning around, heading back to my truck, and arriving back right basically at the hour mark, 1 hour mark. So that's my goal every night. And whatnot. This is good stuff. It's really easy. Be good to take newer bikers on. A little bit boring for me. Oh, how are you? Good, thank you. You guys have a good night. You too. Dude, I gotta say, this bike works so well right now. Oh, this is fun right here. I don't know if I'm gonna make that. No, didn't get my line set up. Made the first 2 or 3, but I was too busy talking about my bike. I didn't get the line that I needed to be on. So it is what it is. I do get a little frustrated though in situations like that where I know I could have easily made that obstacle and I didn't, but whatever. Such is the life of being a human being, I suppose. Well, here's a big road and what sounds like a big river. Man, I gotta say, getting a good ride in tonight. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. What's all this? Oh, no. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
How's biking going for you?
Pretty good. It's kicking my butt, of course. Is this just like a camp or something, or?
They have like a ladder up here you can climb up. It says if you don't have a guide, you can get fined and stuff like that.
Huh. There's a ladder? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like the supposed to go up there, but
What does it go to, you think?
it's top of that rock.
There's not like a cave or nothing, huh?
I don't think so.
Must just be like a climbing place, I guess.
Yeah.
That's gnarly. What are these though, like bear?
Game box there, tools and stuff in it.
Oh,
Most people get like stranded up here.
right. Because I mean, you're way out here
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
Right. You can't just definitely follow a trail.
You can't just hike out in like 3 minutes.
No.
You guys have a good night. Huh. Interesting. Whoa. That's cool. Ride the pipe, bro. That's an old abandoned wood water line. Oh, big bumps. How you doing?
Good, 2 below me.
All right, thank you. Howdy.
Hi.
How you doing? Have a good night.
Thank you.
Wow, the scenery is just beautiful tonight, I must say. Wink, wink. Oop, sweet little jumps. What do we got here? There are just so many trails is the problem to choose from. Holy cow. I don't like it. I'm weird like that. I'm real OCD. And so I like to just be able to buckle down and go. I don't like all the options and stuff. I know I'm weird for that, but that's just who I am. I don't like to have to make decisions, thought out decisions on my bike. Blue ribbon trail, no downhill. Okay, it's odd. Interesting. Man, I feel like okay. Where do we go here? You know what's weird? Is I vaguely remember this place. Because like I said, I lived up here in Utah about 10 years ago. And I vaguely remember that weird kind of split right there. It's kind of coming back to me, most of this. Because when I did live up here before, I lived down here by the south end, and I used to ride this section quite a bit. How you doing? Bonneville Trail, Waterfall Canyon, Bonneville Shoreline, Use Canyon. I think this is the waterfall. So, yeah, this is the trail. This is the trail. Right down there. If you watch my ride from yesterday, I told a story over by Taylor Canyon of bringing my nephew out and riding down this trail that was basically a bunch of waterfalls along the river that you had to ride down, and it was like my favorite trail, so I took my nephew on it, and he got scared and at one point started crying. And now that I'm seeing it, I'm almost 95% probably certain that that was the trail there, not Taylor Canyon. Going up again. Well, this part's cool. I just wish I didn't have to worry about traffic so much, so that I could bomb back down all this. Howdy. Good, how you doing? Oh, I think I want to be this way. Maybe. I don't know. Can't tell. Oh, second meets back up anyway. How you guys doing?
Good.
Howdy. Hello. Okay, so I'm at about 30 minutes. I think I'll go to, I feel like it's been mostly uphill, so probably go to about 35, maybe even 40. What trail am I on? Bonneville Shoreline. Man, there's just a bunch of Bonneville Shoreline trails here to choose from. So I'll probably go about 35, maybe 40 minutes. That's what I was saying. Because I'm alright with a shorter ride anyway. Got a lot of stuff to get done at home tonight. And that may put me in an hour anyway. So we'll see. I always tend to misjudge the amount of downhill I've ridden, because you fly right through it and you don't even have time to ponder it really. Whereas the climbs, you know, you're sitting there agonizing for what feels like hours, so it burns into your brain that you've been climbing for 3 days when really you've only been climbing for 30 minutes. There's a famous quote by Albert Einstein, I think it is, that says, put your hand on a hot stove for a minute and it feels like an hour, and sit and chat with a pretty woman for an hour and it feels like a minute. And that, in the essence, is relativity. I believe that's Einstein that said that whole quote. And I feel that mountain biking's the same way. But only as far as climbing and descending. So, in other words, climb for a minute and it feels like an hour, and come down a fun descent for an hour and it feels like it's only been a minute. But anyway, but whoever said that quote, assuming it was Einstein, is tell you what, no words have ever rang truer to me. It's funny how things are relative. Okay, so we are going up now. And we are about 32 minutes in. So, and I'm sweating like a pig. But we're going up. Probably got about only 3 more minutes or so. I'll turn around. So probably right about this switchback coming up, or maybe a little further. Be a good turnaround point. I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty whooped right this second. The biggest problem I have is sweating so bad that it's running down my nose, and then when I inhale, it's sucked up my nose, which is, I'm sorry if that sounds disgusting, but just think, if it sounds repulsive to you, think how I must feel. All right, here we go. A little log rock outcropping. Okay. Yeah. Cripes. Tired. Man, this climb is legit. So we are on the far south end of this section of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. And I'm finding that once you get on the fringes of the Bonneville, well, this section is when it starts to get legit, because this is starting to be reminiscent of some of the far north stuff, as far as just the sheer grade and climb stuff. Okay, it's 35 minutes. I think we'll go to maybe 40. Just because that's what I tend to do. Is just kind of push myself past where my limits are. Excuse me. That wasn't very ladylike. All right. We are going to push on for another 3.5 minutes and get to the 40-minute mark. Oh, wow. Here we go. That's quite the little grade there. No, here's another one. Yeah. That's tough. Man. Well, I had decided to push on because I thought it had flattened out and was easy. But apparently I was mistaken. Alright, that's the easy line. Probably this low line on the way up. Probably a high line way down. Alright, 3 minutes. Let's go. Dig deep. The other cool thing I'm finding now that we're out on the south fringe of the trail is no traffic. Yay! Man, that middle sector back there, due to being easily accessible and a very easy trail, gets busy. So apparently the trail forks right here, according to my map, and does like a high line, low line thing. So we'll see if that actually pans out. Oh, here we go. Bonneville Shoreline Trail. Upper or lower? Well, we got 2 minutes. So I think we'll go upper for a second. Just to kind of see what's around this corner. And then we'll be done. Oh, what's around this corner is a crazy hill. But we'll keep marching for about 45 seconds. I wonder where that low rail goes. Because as you look across the mountain there, you can see a trail cutting across. That looks like we're headed to be in line with. But you don't see anything down below, which is interesting to me. Okay, 40 minutes. Yeah, I don't see the lower trail. Oh, there it is. I see it right there. So, the only thing is across the mountain, I don't see the two trails anymore. Oh, no, I do actually, I think I can see the upper one. I think the clear one that I've been seeing right here is the lower, and then there's a higher one kind of right where that contrail is shooting up out of the mountain, if you can see that on the video. Anyway, all right, let's get turned around and head down. Call it a good ride. Ready, set, here we go. I can't get clipped in, which is not good. There we go. People always ask, like, people that don't ride clipped in, always ask, like, dude, isn't it hard getting out of them? Like, don't you worry that your foot's gonna, you're not gonna get your foot out? And I always explain to them that I've never once had a problem getting my foot out. If ever I have a problem, it's getting it back in time. This is cool. I gotta be honest, I'm feeling a little jittery. I gotta loosen up somehow. Gotta get loose, relax. I'm feeling a little tense and kind of jittery for some reason, which is not good, especially when you're on the side of a cliff doing 20 or 30 miles an hour on a bike. That's a big rock. Oh. Tricky. Whoa, that's a big hidden rock. Okay, I think I go this way. I'm telling you, I hate all the trail spurs. Man, this is sketchy because you've got bushes on either side of you. But hidden in the bushes is like random trees and stumps and rocks. So luckily I hadn't clipped anything yet. But all right, looks like I'm going this way. Man, I keep my like, oh right. Got another bird. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thanks. Sorry to mess up your flow. Have a good night. Okay. I will say that howdy. So what I was gonna say is that even though overall I feel pretty good tonight, my something about my equilibrium balance is a little bit off, which is weird because I typically feel either like on point, like invincible, or absolutely miserable. That's like basically how I work. Good evening. So what I'm saying is, usually it's very black or white. I either feel like I'm invincible, Mr. Awesome. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Howdy. But so tonight I feel good overall, but I just don't have quite the, I don't know, quite the bite as far as my balance and stuff is a little bit weird. See, this is what I was talking about earlier, how I always misjudge the amount of climbing I'm gonna have to do to get back. Yeah. Whew. Howdy.
Sorry, bud.
No, you're good. It's gorgeous right now, huh?
Perfect.
Yeah. Have a good night. Oh, I missed it. I missed my trail. So that's a bummer. Oh well, here we are. We're back on. Oh, big rocks. That's fine. I like them. Right here. Howdy. Thank you. Have a good night. Man, there's a lot of traffic tonight. How you doing?
It's 2 more.
All right. Two more. Boy, he's kicking his friend's butt then. Because I don't see him anywhere yet. How you doing?
Thanks. Pretty good, how are you?
Good. Have a good night. So, man, again, all these middle trails here, your Strava time is as much dependent on luck as you, I think. I mean, I think you've got to basically be able to catch this where you don't encounter anybody else. And then that's step one, which is all rotten luck. Then from there, if you're on point, I think you're gonna have a pretty good time. Howdy. All right, me too. Have a good night. So yeah, I rest my case. I've already lost so much time just stopping and waiting for people that there's no point in pushing myself from here. And there might be some people watch these videos and say, ah, well, you're like a Strava junkie, man. Strava's lame. And I don't get that, really. I mean, the only people that say that are slow people. Kind of like people that don't like racing. Like, well, yeah, of course you don't like racing if you suck. See, we're already at 54 minutes. And we still got a ways to go, I think. Maybe not. That's the point already. Okay, so this is where I gotta start being careful, because it's all quick downhills. From here, for the most part, and traffic is obviously crazy tonight. I can tell you one thing I'm noticing makes these rides a lot easier, and that is cloud cover, just strictly for vision's sake. The shadows and bright sun make it much harder to see. Blind corners, man. Wonder how many people lose it on that corner. Because that corner, it looks like you got a good run of life, but you don't. I think this is the right way. Rattling. Howdy.
Hey.
Have a good night. Oh, well, there's my problem. I'm in the little chain ring up front. Whoa. That was almost an off. Which would have been a first in a while. But man, this light is horrible. Let's see, this way? I think. Stupid blind corners. Howdy. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Man, that's tight. Yeah, you can't ride up that from this side. So I'm affectionately labeling this section, this middle crazy traffic section. Hello. The friend zone. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's the friend zone section. Because it's like, that's exactly what I would compare it to. It's that frustrating. Like, you really just wanna let loose and get after it. But you can't. Because of all the traffic. I think I missed my turn. Oh god, I did. I missed it. Oh, right for the cool little hip. Ooh, that's skatey. Woohoo! Made it in 1 hour, 1 minute. So, good ride. Thanks for riding with me. Mountain Bike and Dave here signing off. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for riding with me.